Hi there. So really important win for us today, beating Brentford 2-1. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, first off, it was a little bit scary. I really thought that we responded well initially, played great defense, and unfortunately had a fluke goal, but it was super awesome to be able to see Arsenal ultimately recover.
I mean, honestly, well, the first start of the game when Rice scored, the momentum was, rising up to the top until, the fluke goal. Then the fans started getting angry, started getting low, blah, blah, blah. Halftime comes around, the momentum, slowly starts getting up there. And then when Havertz scored, the crowd was just like electric. So.
It was a great atmosphere at the very end. Really important win. We know how crucial it was going in. There was a lot of pressure going into that game because we knew we had a chance to go top ahead of Liverpool and Man City playing tomorrow. And we've been on this run of winning games really comfortably. So to have a tight game like that after a run of easy games is always going to be difficult. But we've done so well to come out and get the 3 points in the end still.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that they were aware that they would be able to go top, but ultimately, obviously, that is something that happened. But I'm just proud of the response, and ultimately, and I keep saying that, but I think it's going to translate into a significant performance on Tuesday night, which is, I think every Gooner wants to be able to see Arsenal go to the next level in the Champions League, which is what we're actually here for. So we're super excited about that. So
yeah, you've come down from the United States.
Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, we came all the way from Tennessee. We actually got here at 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh wow!
To be able to come and watch this game today, and then to be able to watch on Tuesday. That's right.
Okay.
So,
welcome to London.
Yes, thank you.
You're going to be here for the Porto game as well. It's nice.
Yeah.
With great atmosphere on Tuesday night in the Champions League. So yeah, just back to this game. Havertz got the winning goal. And he was under a lot of pressure at the start of the season.
My goodness.
But he's really stepped up. We all know he needed a bit of time to settle in.
Yeah.
And some of the criticisms are a bit unfair about early in the season. But he's really stepped in now. You can see he's comfortable with the team and he's scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah. So I don't want any Gooner to get ahead of themselves when I say this. Thierry Henry needed time to get settled in. Kai needed time to get settled in as well. He had some stupid balls, but ultimately he obviously carried us through. I'm so grateful. Is he the striker of the future? I'm not sure yet, but I'm grateful. Obviously, I mean, today it paid off, and without these 3 points, we wouldn't be talking about a title race.
Yeah, and another one of our summer signings got the first goal today, Declan Rice. He's been outstanding all season.
Cheesy Rice.
Yeah, he's a baller for sure. He's definitely helped that defensive midfield, along with the defense with Saliba and Gabriel, especially late time coming into the game. He's always there. He's there. Blah blah blah.
I don't think that we've seen yet what Declan Rice can do for the Gunners, and I think next year, I think it's going to be pretty awesome, but ultimately his name will be written down as one of the best Arsenal Gunners of all time.
Best 100 million we could have spent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Real value for money, that was.
Yeah.
So today, who would you give your man of the match to?
Man of match, the thing is Captain Odegaard is always there, and regardless if his name isn't on the score sheet, he's always there. But I think Declan today actually stood out for me. Obviously scoring the first goal, but anytime you see the play and the activity on the pitch, he's involved somewhere, and so I would go towards the future Captain Rice.
I mean, man of the match, people say it's the person who scores the game-winning goal, and I think that's right to me, so I'm going to give it to Havertz for the man of the match.
I would give it to Havertz too. I thought,
for
me, Havertz, that's such a crucial goal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So we had many outstanding performances. Like actually, Rice was amazing.
Right.
But I'd agree with what you said. I'd give it to Havertz. But Rice was outstanding as well. What are your thoughts on Ramsdale today? So coming into the game, he's under a lot of pressure. He's only playing because of a rare situation, the loan situation with Brentford, and he knows there's a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah.
And he made that mistake. It's hard. unfortunately it happened, but he bounced back so well in the second half, made some crucial saves.
Yeah. So there's a term where we live, it's called bless your heart. Well, bless his heart, Ramsdale. And I mean, the saves that he made in the second half were phenomenal. I feel like he knew he needed to step up, and he did what he needed to do. Unfortunately, I feel like on the first save, he was out of position again. And as far as the first half touch, I mean, this is the EPL. You got to get rid of that ball, right? So you can't play around with that in your backfield. So it's unfortunate, but obviously he recovered. I'm proud for him. I'm happy for him, and hopefully, I feel sorry for him because he should not be sitting on the bench. He's a good enough keeper that he shouldn't have to sit on the bench. It's unfortunate, but when you play for a top-tier club like Arsenal, that's what's going to happen. So.
Okay, and what did you think about the refereeing today? There were some really atrocious decisions from a ref and from VAR.
I don't know. There was some calls that were really bad. Some of the fouls on Arsenal, which they really didn't look like they were fouls. The throw-ins on Brentford taking way too long than they should be. I mean, it wasn't like awful. I mean, it was bad, but like it wasn't like really, really bad.
Honestly, I don't feel like it was too auspicious from a typical EPL game, frankly, from these days. Every game has a potential subjective call, and I don't think there were any really that stood out to me that actually folded the game one way or the other. So I'm obviously very happy how it played out, but I don't feel like refereeing actually played into how the ultimate decision of the game came about.
3 points, that was the main thing.
That's right.
Vital now, we are top of the league ahead of that big game between Liverpool and Man City tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that one?
Well, so hopefully we'll get a 0-0 draw and be able to obviously take it into. I'm looking forward to being able to consider ourselves one of the top leagues, or top teams of the league. If you're going to do that, you got to play against the top. So hopefully we'll still be there whenever we play against City later this year. So.
Okay, and next up for us is Porto in the Champions League.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that one?
Big game. It's a really big game. Down 1-0 on aggregate. They gave up a really late, crazy goal in Porto. But I feel like since they won tonight, I feel like their confidence is going to be a little bit boosted more coming into Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because it's a big game. Down 1-0. You need to score 2 to win. So hopefully we'll get those 2.
Yeah, it's been how many years since Champions League football was in London, and with this goal as late as it was tonight, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a banger on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to it.
Correct score predictions?
3-0.
3-0.